Hey everyone, welcome back to West of Loathing. We had just woken up here in our room after being knocked out by those giant skeleton monsters. Susie dragged us back here, so let's head on out. Where else can we go then? Let's see. Comb your mane. Saddle up, boy. Let's go. Okay. We were supposed to be doing some quests for the missing male. We're supposed to be doing something for you. There's no new locations. Let's ask Susie really quick. I cannot remember what all we're supposed to be doing. Am I forgetting anything? 5 chunks of El Vibrato. Yes, the jelly bean guys that killed us immediately last time. Mail shipment to Breadwood. Okay. Let's see how many El Vibrato chunks do we have. A, B, C, D, E. El Vibrato. When I say chunks, I mean scraps. Oh yeah, we have this punch card, but I can't remember. Can't remember where we got those punch from the first time. No, I don't want to shut it down. Keep that going. Alright, so... Excuse me, let's saddle up. And we'll go... Let's go to... Breadwood. Figure out this missing male situation. Alright, I remember it was in here. I want to talk with you. Not yet. Offer to help with your problems. Look at the problem board. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is different. Okay. Overdue book. Our library's only got 4 books, so it's serious business and someone doesn't return one. Our records say it was loaned out to a lady named Alexandria. This is a couple of mares ago, so I don't know her, but we've got an address. Did you give me the address? Oops. Map. I meant map. Oh dear. Oh, Alexandria Ranch. Oh, that's right. And then... Oh, it's all coming back to me. Yeah. Okay. Let's go locomotion. Let's head up to Fort Treason. Hey. Oh, yeah. Trade. Yes, let's trade. I use so many things. Oh, I want your needles. Yep. Buy both of those. How much money do I have? Oh, I want to buy some dynamite, because I use a lot of my dynamite. Can kill a lot of goblins at once, but it takes a while. Binoculars. Carrot? Oh, item drop bonus. Cool. Soap. Apple. Lucky marigold. We're good for now. Do I have anything to sell? Can't be bothered. Thanks. Let's go. We're headed to Fort Treason to see if we can get that cannon to work that was out front. You. Insert the cannonball. If you look at the cannon, it's a fine cannon, demi-chlorine in size. You look through the rangefinder on the cannon, but you can't see any indication of anything you want to shoot at. You decide not to waste the ball. Seems rational. It doesn't seem rational to me. I have this book somewhere about... Please stay sorted alphabetically. Thought I had a book about how to sight a cannon. Did I need to read it? Mary Stuart's diary. Oh, let's do books. Alexandria. No. Okay, well. Alright. Take that all back. Let's head back to the post office then. Post station? Oh! Your transponder beeps, indicating an ordinary looking copse trees just over the next ridge. Check out that trees! Alright. Your El Vibrato vibrato rater, something begins to vibrate. I think is what it said. Begins to beep at medium. Harvest that. Oh yeah, we got harvesting. Suspicious. This thing looks pretty tough and pretty attentive. Attack? We got the jump on it. Oh no, I forgot. My melee was very bad. Attack! And you attack. As long as it doesn't kill me in one hit, we're good. Alright, excellent. Cool. Give me some El Vibrato pieces. Yeah, oh, fuss, yes, okay. So we can go to the professor then, and give him those scraps. Reaches a deafening volume. Cool. Yo, what up? This confounded contraption is dark and silent. This monolith is dark. This machine is not switched on, but it has an empty coffee cup in it. Is that it? Well, that's of no use. Alright. Excuse me, tree. Excuse me, tree. I guess I'll head over to the professor then. Who was he? Oh no. Got too much stuff going on. Not Roy Bean. Kellogg Ranch? I think Susie did. Let's ask her. No, it just says the professor. No one's place is named Professor. That would be too convenient. Lord of Darkness, Kellogg Ranch. Why do I feel like he's at Kellogg Ranch? Roy Bean's house. Alright, well, I'll head down here, and if this isn't correct, I'll just cut it out and we'll come back. Let's see. Oh, no, this isn't right. Okay, well, I would like to... Oh, this place. I don't want to go through here again, I don't think. If you were a professor, where would you be? Oh, the professor's house. You know, this place is named the professor's house that I jokingly said there was none. But there is. Something at the side of the road catches your attention. It's a slumped over old skeleton wearing a wizard's hat. I think you'll agree that's pretty reasonably attention getting. The skeleton lifts his skull and peers at you. He holds up a rusty old can of beans and scrapes his thumb bone across his first two fingers in the universal gesture for financial transaction. I don't think that's universal because in Japan they do this for money. Buy the beans, take the beans by force, decline, talk him out of the beans. You know, those beans have got to be way past their expiration date. And that can is pretty rusty, might be a risk of botulism. Maybe I should the skeleton throws the can at you with an exasperated sigh. You got an item, ancient bean can. Cool, +3 mysticality. Cool. Alright, the professor's house. I can harvest stuff now. Oh, no, not that one. Can I harvest this one? No. Okay, well, none of you either. Take it all back. Yo, Professor. Yep, I got him. Hey, Dutch oven mine. Great, let me just, yep, okay. This'll do the trick. Let me just get this running, and then you'll be able to grab a keystone from it. But it'll take another 5 scraps for each one you need. Are you familiar with the lost Dutch oven mine? Grim place, but that's where I found the chassis for the fabricator. Chassis? For the fabricator, wedged behind an unusual pile of rocks. Seems like a good place to start hunting. Alright, I'm on it. Let's do that. Where is it? So many places on our map. Let's go up there. I have a strange desire to go back to all these places. Maybe I'll do that in my free time, and I won't make you all watch me do all that, because I think there'll be a lot of nothing. This stench here is barely tolerable. I feel like I've been here before, or a place very similar. Loot these lockers. Gas mask. This thing was hard to see out of even before it sat in a dusty mine for 15 years. What are you doing? They're swinging it around. Miner's pants. You can't wear these if you're over 18 feet tall, because they'd be way too small for you. Don't make me laugh, it hurts. I'm very sore from rock climbing, and it's kind of chilly out, so I just keep getting more and more sore. Alright, grab whatever's left. Soda crackers. Oh! A spittoon. These are my favorite. I don't know what kind of tobacco these miners are chewing, but it must be extra corrosive because this brass spittoon has a hole eaten through the bottom and dark stains underneath it where the spit leaked out. Although, oddly, it doesn't seem to be leaking now, and it's half full. I guess the miners plugged the hole with something. Inspect it. It's a spittoon! It's disgusting. You can practically see the stink lines coming off of it. Come on, let's not do this. Inspect it! Ah, geez, fine, okay. You crouch down and take a careful look at the filthy spittoon. The inside is blackened with years' worth of stains. The death broth inside has a rainbow sheen like a parking lot oil spill, and occasionally a little bubble pops up on the surface. You can actually feel a slight warmth radiating off of it from whatever dire chemical reaction is taking place in there. You realize you're holding your breath, not deliberately, but from the human body's natural instinct for self-preservation. Inhale. Imagine someone made a big pot of chili con carne and left it under the porch. 3 rats crawled into the pot, eat half the chili, and then die. A week later, a family of cockroaches takes up residence among the wreathing maggots. The cockroaches smoke thick black cigars which they light with tufts of burning human hair. That's what it smells like. Search! Fortunately for you, the rainbow-covered film on the surface of the liquid coats your hand as you plunge it into the toxic stew, keeping it from being immediately dissolved down to the bones. The smell intensifies, and your stomach prepares to hose the poisons off your arm with a high-pressured stream of vomit. Your fingers touch something at the bottom of the spittoon. Better pull it out fast while you still have something to pull with. Pull! You pull the world's most disgusting pair of pants out of the spittoon. Why were there pants there? And jump back as the hole at the spittoon's bottom, now unplugged, begins to leak steaming filth. Congratulations. You are now the proud owner of the worst object I've ever been paid to think about, narrowly defeating a leather bondage harness made of the skin of a cow. You got an item spit-soaked pants. 2 armor, 2 speed. Hooray! What are my pants now? 2 muscle, 3 armor. 2 armor, 2 speed. I need anything that raises my my muscle. Ow. Oh. These pants are very tight. You better show off your leg muscles. Let's put those on. My poor muscle. I did that to myself though, with that necromancer. I'll pry that open. Sulfur match smelling salts. Oh, hey, what's a lodestone ring? Plus 20% to meat gains. Not bad. Picked over. Empty. Elevator. Oil it. I didn't know I had oil. Lie down. I'll take a sip of water while it's going down. Ah. You emerge from the elevator into a deeper shaft. By the light of your lantern, you see exposed meat veins on nearly every surface. It's unusual that there would be this much readily available meat left in a working mine. What were they digging for, if not this? Curious. Okay, well, if you're gonna give me a bunch of meat, I'm gonna equip my lodestone ring. 53 meat. 49 meat. 45 meat. 51 meat. Excuse me, sir, I'm mining. 47 meat. 49 meat. Shovels. Okay. I'll unequip that. What did I have on before? Oh no. Foraging. Random encounters. Much more likely. I don't remember getting this ring. Where'd that come from? Nasty ring. 1 muscle, 1 mysticality, 1 moxie? 5 muscle. 8 pistol attack. Let's do the 5 muscle, because my poor muscles. Alright, let's see what this guy's doing. How are you walking? Looks weird at that. This guy's totally out of it. He's gibbering and drooling and doesn't even seem to see you. Doesn't seem to even see you. Try to talk to him. Hey, buddy, you okay? Blah, 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 blah. Uh-huh. You wave your hand in front of his face, but he doesn't react at all. Suspicious. Come on, let's climb down this hole. Effluvious emerald. What does that do? 500 meat! You should probably wash your hands before you spend it. Cool. Finger bones are all splintered. The hair on the back of your neck stands up. This guy seemed to have gnawed his own hands before he died. This guy works his fingers to the bone digging and then works his bone to the marrow. Gouge marks are dark with blood. There are scratches, pain, and blood. Let's do it. As you near the rocks, the voices in your head begin screaming too loudly to ignore. You have to get out of this pit right now. Fine, fine. No, I don't. Let me in. Fine. Will I have some kind of encounter when I go up then? But there's supposed to be the El Vibrato scraps here. Or El Vibrato something. Something. Picked up by my lovely spittoon. Huh, well, that was seemingly pointless. Alright, hey there. Locomotion. Alright, I am going to actually go to a couple of these places now that we have some new abilities. I will come back to you when I find something interesting or cool or funny. Otherwise, I'll see you when I'm done or get bored searching. Maybe I'll just do this little section down here. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, back in a moment. Okay, I vaguely remember this ghost that's out here. It's only been a couple minutes, hey? Found some cool items, opened up some safes and whatnot, but this is the first dialogue I've had. As you approach the grave marker, the hair on the back of your neck stands up and a voice whispers in your ear, "Give it to me, give it to me." I'm at the Stearns Ranch, by the way, where Susie had me go for something, I think. Give what to you? The air grows colder. The picture of me, I can see it, you have it. You shouldn't look at it, nobody should look at it. I guess you must be married. Why don't you want to look at it? The whispering gets quieter. Anger seeps in around the edges of the voice. Because they'll know. Give it to me. Know what? What happened? What I did? Give me the picture. Give it to me now. Should I give it to her? Okay, here you go. You hold the photograph out towards the grave marker and it disintegrates in your hand. Thank you. The air returns to normal. You hope Mary finds some peace now. Yeah. Alright, that was anticlimactic. Yeah, Stearns. This old burnout ranch. Alright, head up to the graveyard. Back again if there's anything interesting. Ooh, I discovered a new map location. Snake Pit Mine. Let's go there now. How have I not discovered this before? Just, not that far from last I talked with you. Oh, I should have put on my... that's okay. You look at the mining equipment. You have no idea what any of it does. Ask Susie to explain it to you. Hey, Susie, do you know how any of this stuff works? No. Well, okay, then. No. Explain it to Susie. Oh. You look at the mining equipment. You have no... Hey, Susie, what? I just want to tell you about this mining stuff. Okay, so this first machine here, this is an automatic meat crusher. Susie stares at you blankly. And this thing over here, this thing is used to extract asymmetric rubble and then powder it. Susie sighs. Keep going. This third machine is an adulterated bituminous ore fracture. It converts pyrite into accreted shale. You got a perk, Mindsplainer. You're a real expert. You'll gain XP when you interact with mining stuff. Susie rolls her eyes. Are you finished? Yes. Take that, coffee cactus. Okie dokie, artichoke. In here. Build a crate, open it. Can of kerosene, thermos, spike coffee. I did, you see a snake coiled up in a little hole. I did build one of these before. I find it very amusing. Hey, buddy. I'm just gonna shoot you, don't worry about it. Cool. That's all. Anything in here? Get that bonus for mindsplaining. Hey, Fran. Take that. I say friend, but... what's that? Mine it. Bean iron nugget. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. Open it. Can oil sulfur match. Full of snakes. Pull them out and fight. What? Okay, well, Bean Golem, come here and help us, I guess. Oh hey, I have cold, and that deals damage to everyone, doesn't it? I don't know if I was supposed to do that or not. They made it easy. There's not a skin on anyone to worth collecting. Okay. Pick it up. Stop fighting. Mind-splaining bonus. Alright. I think that was all that was here, right? There wasn't anything else. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna continue on. I'll be back when I see something else cool. Until then. Ooh, we discovered a new location, the Big Apple. Let's go there. As you reach the center of the clearing, you are simultaneously struck with a profound awe and a terrible stench as you discover the largest road apple you've ever seen. You can't even imagine how this got here. Was it a giant horse? Was it 200 normal-sized horses acting collaboratively? They should have sent a poet. Yeah, they should have. We're gonna touch it? I think we are. Clean it. Keep digging. Oh, my experience is going up. It's quite a bit smaller than it was before. I mean, I'm getting experience, so... Clean. That was a cool, little... I don't know, it wasn't like a theme song or anything, but, I liked that little noise. It's like the Zelda. Alright. That wasn't super exciting. Going back to Butterfield Ranch. Oh, hang on. A nearby cloud of dust turns out to be a bandit on a horse, riding hell for leather for unknown reasons. Well, I know them, but you don't. You pull up your horse alongside hers and match your speed. Hi, what's up there? Or, what's up? Where's fire? Get bent or get lost. Warn her about riding too fast. You should be careful. There's a lot of Geomede activity around here. What? The rest of her sentence is cut off as her horse trips over a gopher hole and goes down a snarl of flailing limbs and dust. You catch her meat pouch out of the air as miscellaneous loose possessions fly out of the tumbling cloud. Them's the brakes. Sweet. Alright. I'm glad I'm doing this. I'm getting a whole bunch of items as I'm going through. And a lot of experience. So I'm going to continue doing this, and it might just kind of be a short episode because it's taking a while, but lockpicking too. Oops, character. Lockpicking. Oh no. Alright, well. Oh, infinite number, okay. Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue on for a little bit. We've seen this all before. Yeah. I've been going about a half hour now. I don't think there'll be that much material content I'll be able to pull out, but we'll see. I won't leave in a lot of this because it's very boring and I'm just going through. Crack the safe, yes. Nuts, there's nothing inside except a couple empty milk bottles and their discarded paper caps. The caps advertise the Butterfield Dairy with a little logo in the shape of the territory and a star presumably marking the dairy's location. Pooh. As I was saying, I'll be back when I find something else interesting, because I'm finding a lot of good stuff for myself. So, hang on. Oh, I got a perk. You listen carefully to... I found a whispering stone in a cave. Nope, in a room. In the chapel. You listen carefully to the stone. Over the course of a few minutes, its whispering resolves into comprehensible English. The stuff the stone is whispering turns out to be pretty boring. It's mostly just trivia about geology of Tennessee. Meaningless to you unless you're planning a spelunking trip soon. Oh well, at least you can understand the accent now. You got a perk Appalachian skull whispering. You're fluent in a very specific dialect of the whispering of the dead. Eerie. Alright. Still not much story-wise, but I'm finding an awful lot of items, so I'm gonna continue on. Okay, so I don't know if I'll remember to keep this part in, but I talked with this guy at the hippie camp, and he asked me to get him a fence. And so I was like, oh, here, how about this barbed wire? And then I had to go get the barbed wire silver plated, and then I came back, and now he's gonna grow cow's bane seeds for me. So this is also a notice to myself or anyone listening to remind me 3 in-game days, come back and get some cow's bane. Okay, cool. Alright, any cow's bane from me yet? Alright, 3 days. Okay. Alright, on with my ever expanding. I keep getting more quests and going all over. It's been about 43 minutes since I started recording. Oh, I forgot about this place here. Okay. What about you guys? Nothing super out of the ordinary. I learned butter bean, found another bean craft, got some vibrato, lots of new items. So many new items, a lot of money. Had to spend 1,000 meat on that silly silver-plated barbed wire, so it better be worth it. Okay, back again when I find something. Alright, I am back in Dirtwater because I realized I forgot to anger find myself. How many times can I be angry? Oh yeah, +3 muscle. Sweet. Okay, so I should do 2 just in case I get... Okay. Sweet, so my muscle... Oops. 6 muscle and mysticality. Okay, and I have another postcard I can send. You. I'd like to send a postcard. There you go. Cool. There's a kid. There's a girl. Oops. No, I wanted to sell stuff actually. Coffee nectar. Moxie. There's a kid who wanted a place, who was looking for a place to work as a chef, and so I was hoping one of these places. Oh, you! Oh yeah, this guy. Alright, let's talk with him really quick. Oh hey, nice to see you again. Hey, did your elves make the trip okay? Oh yeah. Sure, yeah, no problem. Like, at all. I've been seeing them less and less since the move, though, so I've been making some boots myself, just to help them out. Well, it's really nice of you. What can I get you? Show me your goods. I am freezing all of a sudden. It's not that cold in here, but it feels cold. That's why I've got my hoodie on, which is going to be my perpetual. I wonder if I can... Will this fit over my... It will fit over my... I bet this looks ridiculous. Add +3 speed to a pair of boots. Take that off because I'm sure it looks ridiculous. +2 AP, 11 spell damage. Wow. 8 pistol, 11 melee. That's kind of what I need because my melee is terrible right now. Okay, what can I... So it's 1,000, but that only puts me to 200. What are my boots now that I'm wearing? 1 AP and 3 speed. Okay. So I could sell some stuff. Let's buy those. And just equip them right away before I forget. 11 melee, yes. Cool. 4 HP has gone down. What is this? Oh yeah, I got a bunch of plushies. It's one of the things I'm holding actually. It's got 4 muscle, 4 melee. Get all that melee in there. What can I sell you? Show your goods. Hat. Oh, it hurts to cough. Oh, I'm so sore from rock climbing. Unbelievably sore from rock climbing. Ugh, Excalibur. Forgot about you. Oh yeah, I only need 1 bone sword. I don't know, because your armor by 5. Sell 1 cactus bits? Oh yeah, because I can harvest everything now. Kerosene. Make some flammable. Is this a lubricant or a lubricant? Both in a sense, because it is a can of lubricant. Cat's eye candy, cheap tequila, moxie, chemical bullets, chest full of metal. That's what I have equipped. Don't throw that. Clown knife. Pink skin, that's what I have equipped. Crazy helmet. Wait, why would I have that? I feel weird selling it though. Depressed rancher candy. Dirtwater bourbon. Nothing I really want to sell. For now. I might go through this later, but for now, this is good. Lot available, lot available, lot available, not a lot available. Okay. So, it's been 54 minutes, this entire episode. Not since I last spoke with you, but I covered this entire right side of the mountains. And because it has been 54 minutes, what happens if we wander? Have we ever done that? Look at that. Let's go there now. Okay, let's do one last thing, because I don't know how much I'll actually end up keeping in. But so it's an interesting episode for you guys. Let's see what else there is. Why not? Got nothing else to do besides go make some soup. Some delicious, delicious bean soup, actually. Speaking of being all this bean craft and stuff, I actually am having some soup with beans in it for dinner. Got some chicken carcasses earlier and threw them in the pot to make my own chicken stock. It's gonna be good. Anyway. Sidetracked. A record of the events of the expedition to and into Shaggy Dog Cave, November 1887, as recorded by Jim Blackwright. I don't know why I read it. So weird. There's a plaque. Okay. Oh no, this is gonna be just reading. Having acquired through various and sundry means a story which is interesting in its own right, but better saved for another time, a map purporting to lead to a large cache of jewels and ingots of precious metals hidden by the infamous highwayman and train robber Black Cole Jr. in the years before the cows came home. This is such a long-run sentence, oh my goodness. I, Jim Blackwright, along with 3 compatriots, these being Nathaniel Wyman, Cyrus Howard, and Douglas Watts, set out to find Shaggy Dog Cave and the aforementioned treasure. It's a very long sentence. It is very tall. Ruler like stalagmite. Excuse me. Oh, it's another long sentence. Our equipment and provisions consisted of 1 cart and a horse to pull it, 4 additional horses to be ridden, 2 shovels, a spade, and a mining pick, a large coil of rope, 1 large basket of eggs, as well as an assortment of other trail provisions and cookware, my own collection of blank plaques, and engraving tools, 1 large and shaggy dog, and a buffer. Can I ask the obvious question of what's a buffer? Please make a joke in the next plaque. Oh no. After traveling for 2.5 days to the south and east, we arrived at a small town named Dirtwater, the largest settlement in the vicinity of Shaggy Dog Cave. Leaving the dog to watch the horses, the 4 of us entered the local saloon and each ordered a beer, except Cy, who was satisfied with water. The barman provided our drinks as requested, and then withdrew a small wooden box from underneath the bar, asking us if we cared to witness something real interesting. Considering that we still had quite a few hours left to travel, we politely declined and asked him if he knew the way to Shaggy Dog Cave. He replied that he had never been there personally, but gave us rough directions, which correlated nicely with the notes on our map. Did the bartender ask me that when I got there? I can't remember. It's been so long since I started the game. Upon leaving the saloon, we discovered to our dismay that some unknown villain had tampered with our wagon. Fortunately, the only supplies missing was the buffer and the entire basket of eggs, apart from the one that Doug had concealed within a pocket for safekeeping. We also discovered that the dog had absconded with one of the horses, forcing Nate and Cy, after drawing lots, to share. Such a good start. Okay. After acquiring a barrel of fresh water for the trip, as well as a replacement buffer, we headed into the open desert. The sun shone down mercilessly upon us, though we took some small solace in the fact that we would have been far more intolerable had we made this expedition during the summer months rather than November. In order to pass the time on the trip and resist becoming dazed from the heat and susceptible to desert mirages, we exchanged stories of our youth, which I will not be retelling here for reasons of length. Thank you. However, I will relate to you 3 odd occurrences that happened to us during our trek through the desert. The first was 2 or 3 hours out of dirt water when Nate noticed a glint of sunlight upon a metallic object partially buried in the sand. This was revealed to be a brass oil lamp of foreign design and manufacture, which fortuitously still contained a quantity of oil. Deciding this might come in handy, we stashed it in the wagon with our other tools. There we go. Our next encounter was with a nomadic goblin tribesman who we discovered spoke excellent English. It inquired as to our destination, and we replied that we were looking for Shaggy Dog Cave, though we did not disclose the reason for our journey. The goblin confirmed that we were heading on the correct course and mentioned that he had only a short time earlier witnessed a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in the same direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed and continued on our way. Sometime later, we encountered a large adobe hut occupied by 2 identical-seeming old men with wild hair and long white beards. They invited us to take shelter from the heat, which we gratefully accepted, and introduced themselves as hermits. This struck me as particular, given that there were 2 of them, but I felt it would be rude to question them on that point. This is my favorite walk cycle. So fun. Read it. One of the hermits confirmed that we were near Shaggy Dog Cave, and the other hermit confirmed that what his brother said was true. They also commented that they had seen a large and shaggy dog riding a horse in that direction. We all agreed that this was an unusual sight indeed. The hermits refreshed our water supply in exchange for our butt fur, and continued on our way, excited to finally be nearing our goal. But I heard a door knock, expecting a package. Keep pointing out, just in case. There is noise. After 2 or more hours, we finally arrived at Shaggy Dog Cave. My voice sounds weird with my headphones off. Good gravy. Carefully keeping our excitement in check, lest we become incautious. We unloaded our equipment and supplies from the wagon and took a brief respite in the cool shade of the cave entrance. To celebrate our arrival, Doug unpocketed and shared the egg that he had saved from our basket that had been stolen in dirt water. Once we were rested, we decided that the time had come to explore the cave. Discovering that we had neglected to pack torches, lanterns, or any other light source with which to illuminate the cave, we declared that it was indeed fortuitous that Nate had discovered that antique old lamp during our travels. He gave the brass quick shine and then lit the wick, and we were relieved to discover that it lit easily and provided a very adequate amount of light. Getting tired reading. As we headed into the cave, this is a very long cave, we were further encouraged by the fact that the floor was quite even and easy to traverse, and there were no side passages which might cause us to become lost. Despite this, I resolved to hang a number of plaques to mark our progress through the cave and engrave them with a tale of our journey, such that others who discovered the cave after us might be entertained and edified by our story. I am entertained and all about edified. Soon we came to the end of the tunnel. While Nate, Cy, and Doug took turns with the excavation, I completed the last of the aforementioned plaques. It was a matter of time, perhaps, an hour before Cy's shovel struck a wooden surface with a hollow noise, and we hauled a traditionally styled treasure chest out of the hole with great excitement. A hole, a completely empty one. Oh no. Did I come here for nothing? The chest was locked with an ancient and rusting iron padlock, which broke easily from a single swing of our pickaxe. We opened the lid, and the flickering light of the antique oil lamp shone brilliantly upon jewels of every color and shining ingots of precious metals, just as promised by the legend of Black Coal Jr. Joyous at our triumph, we loaded the chest into our wagon and began the journey home. Thank you for reading, and may your own endeavors be equally successful. Signed, Jim Blackwright. That's it? That's all that's in here? Waste of time. Alright, what happens when we wander here now? Take dynamite. As you're riding along, you see some braided fuses sticking out of a nearby rock. Investigating it more closely, you see that someone drilled a hole in the rock and inserted a bunch of dynamite, but apparently lost interest and wandered away without setting it off, or maybe they were just out of matches. Odd. Okay. I will indeed end it here, because I've been going for over an hour now, even though it will not be an hour for you guys, just because I'll be cutting out a lot of stuff. If you have any other suggestions of games, specifically Halloween ones, since it is the season, that you'd like to see me play, please let me know. If you have any hints of where to find stuff, if you remember where to find the vibrato punch card translator thing, let me know that as well. Otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, bye!